Okay, good morning, Henok. I just did reproductions here in our office, and I want you to know that it was working well with the combination of firmware and software versions. So in my ODS library, I will try to do login ODS-L30M. You can see that the current drive versions that I have is now the current library version is 3.30, and the current drive is 220. This is ODS D77. This is the old one, but it's on the latest version already. So what I want you to do is go to the maintenance, system update, and try to update the firmware of your library plus your drives. So you will see from here, browse, go for this, the one that I sent to you. It's on the desktop of your file manager, I guess. See this one, ODS-L30M package, library version 3.3.0, and the D77-220-280-250. Yeah, this is the version. So this is the latest firmware versions of the library and the drive itself. Press open and click this one, library firmware version update. Right now we will be updating only the library. Then you press update. Then you press OK. Then this one will be updated. So you will see that it will be uploading the firmware, and there will be this progress in here. So once the firmware has been updated, you just need to refresh the browser. Your um, ODS L30 library will reboot after the firmware update. So it will do the firmware, not the firmware, but robotic calibrations again. And then afterwards, it will be presented with the current version 3.30. So it will be like that. Okay. Once the upload has been done, you will see that there will be 100% here progress. And it is saying please reboot your browser after 2 minutes because the library will be rebooting. If you will go to your library, you will see that it will be rebooting, and there will be, you will see that the robotics is being calibrated. As you can see from the camera here, the robotics is calibrating. So this particular carrier assembly is moving in and out for doing the calibrations. Then once the calibration is done, once you see from the front of the ODS library that it's ready, then you have to just simply refresh your browser. Okay, now I can see that the front of the screen of the ODS library is ready. So I can just simply refresh this one, refresh, and log in again. And you will see that your new firmware will be updated. So from your old firmware like 3.11, it will become 3.30. Now next, you have to update the drive. So go again to the maintenance, system update tab. Then afterwards, using the same file, go to browse, click this one, and also now instead of checking the library firmware version checkbox, you have now to check the drive firmware version update. So then check all the drives that you need to update. So in your case, you have two drives. So you can check all, or you can upgrade it one by one. So my recommendation, update it one by one. Okay, so first update the first drive, then do the update and press OK. So you will see that it will have the same uploading firmware, then the firmware will be uploaded and there will be progress in here. Once the progress is 100%, meaning the firmware updating of your drive has been done, then afterwards, you will go later on to the next step that I will show you. Okay, now that the progress is 100%, you press OK. So you will see that your drive firmware will be updated to the current version. So once you go to the information and go into the drive, you will be able to see the reflected current versions of your drive. Okay, now afterwards, go to configurations, go to the drive, and try to restart the drive. So select first the drive that you want to restart and press execute. Then press OK like this one so that the drive will be restarted. Okay, then your task is done. Then you need to go to the other drives in order to perform the same firmware updates steps. Okay, that's it. Thank you, Henok. This is the one that you need to do in order to upgrade your library and drive. Later on, I'll send another video showing the file manager and the Navigator X compatibility. Okay.